Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Your US Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And today we are going to showcase the new Cyclops. I have him. He is unawakened. I've got him in as a rank 2 right now. We're going to look at his kit. We're going to look at the best synergies that he's got. And we're going to go through his rotation to look at what he can do, how much damage he can do. I know there's a video out there where we've got him doing like 1.5 million points of damage. That is a super ramped up rank 4 maximum boosted Cyclops. So I kind of wanted to show a Cyclops that was a little bit more down to earth. So we're going to talk all about that stuff. So stay tuned. All right. So let's get into it, but first, before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, Khonshu's Ankh is back up just in time for this video. So we've got this over here, and it goes through his kit pretty well. This must have just came out today, a couple of hours ago. And this is a great website because it'll give you all of the synergies, and he has quite a few synergies, and it gives you the back and forth synergies. So synergies intrinsic in his kit, and then synergies that are intrinsic in other people's kits where he is, in the ones that you can't see in game. So it talks about all that. So let's take a look at what he looks like actually in game, because that's a good start here. So we've got our 7-star Cyclops, and he is way down here. He's at 25,000 right now. And I have him set to special damage for attack and block penetration. And he does, most of his damage is going to come from his specials, and that's what we really want to look at. So, this first block here, the Calm Under Pressure block, is kind of his... Like, usually the first couple of blocks they put in these champions are like their utility blocks. So, first off, he's always at the ready. His defensive ability accuracy cannot be reduced. So, a lot of skill champs will do that. As an attacker, rather than running forward when not performing an action, Cyclops stands still. This stoicism unnerves the opponent and makes them more aggressive. So, basically, he will not move forward when he is standing still. Most of these champions will move forward. They'll walk forward. Now, that helps champions like X-Force Deadpool, but there is a reason that they put this in here, because he needs to be able to intercept, and it makes it easier for him to intercept. And then he starts each fight against non-tech champions with a true focus. Attacks with true focus ignore evade and miss effects, which is also very important against skill champions, particularly against Bullseye. And so he should be a pretty good counter for Bullseye. And it's for 10 seconds, and it refreshes whenever gaining a personal precision. If not active, it re-triggers when Cyclops activates any special, which is great. Okay, so precision. This is his shtick. This is his main shtick here. A master marksman, Cyclops' precision passives increase critical rating by 134. And right now, his critical rating is a 762 or a 27.6%. And so that's going to basically go up. Each precision is going to make that go up by, I would say, about 3% probably. So his rate of doing crits is going to be pretty good. The third basic attack in a combo grants Cyclops a precision passive. That's any one. Intercepting the opponent grants Cyclops a precision passive. Intercepting with a special grants 4. And that's where the magic happens. You kind of want to do these special intercepts. A lot of us learned how to do those very well with Hercules. And that's kind of where you want to go with this. You want to back up, and you want to watch the opponent, and we're going to demonstrate this, but as they come at you, you want to hit them with your special. Okay, at 10% personal precisions with any special attack, Cyclops special attacks are passively unblockable. For each personal precision, the first hit of a special attack that lands grants Cyclops a plus 20% prowess passive for 2 seconds. So they don't last very long, but they last long enough for the special. Personal effects are refreshed and paused during Cyclops specials. So on Special 1, on activation, gain a 20% power efficiency, which means that it reduces the cost of the special. And on a Special 2, you get a 30% power efficiency. And on activation, you gain 5 precision passives. And this is where you're going to get most of your passives from. If you can intercept with a Special 2, like a special intercept with a Special 2, you are going to gain 9 precisions from the intercept there with a special, and then 5 with the Special 2. You're going to gain 9. And probably by the time you get to that, you're going to be at 5 anyway, so you're going to be at 14. You're going to get to the 20 that you need very quickly. And then on activation of a Special 3, gain a 5% power efficiency. It's not that much. As an attacker, this special attack can only be activated with at least 20 personal precisions and only once for fight, but it costs 100% less power. So essentially it costs no power. So that is a big deal. Now, he's got a bunch of pretty good synergies, but some of these you may not want to use. So he's got a synergy with American Chavez, deal additional bursts of physical damage equal to 10% of a hit of damage. So that is actually good. Anything that adds to his damage, we want. With Gladiator, for the first 1 second of each fight, Cyclops has a 100% chance to evade. I don't care about that. So, and then gain 10% attack rating for each champion on the team. That's all of those. Power rate. Mutant champions. Now, these are going to become important for another reason. And special attacks, and so on and so forth. So, what we want to pay attention to is Professor X. So, the synergies that he has and that Professor X provides with other X-Men are massive. So, first off, Professor X is going to give 25% special attack damage for each Cerebro charge. Professor X starts with 1 Cerebro charge. So, that's going to be 1. And then the next one is going to be primarily with Storm. 15% prowess effect duration for each Cerebro charge, so that's good. But the big one is this one, Drug L. So once per fight, before being knocked out, instantly regenerate. And that's not what we care about. What we care about is the next line down. The stack limit for personal precision passives is increased by 5. It used to be that it was Cyclops New Xavier School and Cyclops Blue Team. Beam hits gain 100% critical and inflict a 20% debuff. But that has now been separated out. So that's kind of a nerf to him, sort of. But he gets more personal precisions now. Gateway, gain 6% of a bar of power for every 10 seconds. Drug M, really, that Drug M is not a big deal. So I like bringing in, obviously, Professor X. I like bringing in Storm. And, well, let's look at the team. Let's look at the team here that I've got. So we are going to take him up against Winter Soldier. And I've got my team already formed here. So the team that I've got right now is Cyclops and Professor X. So that if we hit Edit Team, we can see these. So with Professor X, I've got a Nightcrawler in here. And that gains a bar of power every 6 seconds. That's all X-Men except for Professor X. I've got the Drug L in here. Now, this hasn't been changed. Oh, this just got changed. Okay, I see it. That just must have been changed. And then I have the Storm in here for 15% prowess duration effect. So you can get a couple of these. It's not necessary to have that. I have the American Chavez. Now, I'm going to switch out the Storm one Not for that one. Not for that one. I almost want to get the combat power rate, but the special attack, 12% rating, we're going to go ahead and do that one. And there's another one that Colossus has, which is 18% poison resistance. That might actually help Cyclops heal a little bit. And then we've got perfect block chance, which I don't care about. And then the Nightcrawler one also gives us gain a bar of power every 10 seconds for each Cerebro charge. But there is actually a better one. So there's an attack rating. There is the combat power rate, which we're going to take that one instead. And the other ones, I don't really... The attack rating would be nice, but we kind of get that already. All right, let's take him in here. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to work up to a little bit past a special 2, and then we're going to try and do a special intercept, and you're going to see how much damage he does. Now, he's not getting the armor break anymore. So we want to end with a medium, because there's a little bit of burst damage that comes off of there. And so you see we're getting, and he's going to go ahead and do this with this. As long as you keep hitting him and keep refreshing things. All right. All right, I want him to come after me now. Got him. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And we're up to 10. Boom, 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 boom. And you see we've got almost all of our power back again. All right, we're going to have to hit this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, let's let him come after us now. Boom. And gone. Just like that. 2 special 2s and gone. 53 seconds for an unawakened rank 2, which is really, really good. Now, let's take him up against Captain Marvel Classic. And this is essentially going to go down the same way. And once you get over 10 precisions, it's kind of like getting over 10 armor ups on Cyclops. Things just get nasty. Okay, we got a... Okay, I want her to come after me now. Got me. Okay, boom, boom. And we're up to 11. So once you get up above 10, things get very nasty. And we got that efficiency. Come after me, come on. Gotcha. Boom, boom. All right, we didn't get her. We're up to 18, though. See if I can get her to come after me with this. Got her. Boom, boom. Look at that. Bam. 3 of those. That was it. 56 seconds. Just once I get him, I am gonna rank him up to rank 3. I am gonna get him awakened. Once I can get there, we should be able to just do tons of damage. Now, he does have an awakened ability, which gives him a little bit more utility. So, leading the charge, Cyclops stores 50 to 90% of damage taken from bleeds and from physical thorns or as adrenaline. So he'll get a little bit more back from bleeds, especially if I'm running double edge. And then for each other X-Men champion on the team, Cyclops enters the fight with a persistent tactician charges, each increasing his personal prowess potency by 0.2 to 2%, and his personal true focus and precision charge durations by 1 second. Winning a fight grants him 1 charge. So he gets a little bit more utility. He doesn't have a massive amount of utility. He's a big glass cannon that just does a ton of damage. But the utility part could be a little bit more. But all in all, he's a great champion. He does a ton of damage. All right, that is what I have for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody